Healthy morning, students. I hope you are all be safe at your home during this pandemic. This is Dr. A. Kavita, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, Ainadar Janaki Ammal College, Sivagasi. As you are being new set of students to myself, I like to give a small introduction about the subject. In this semester, you are all going to learn your allied subject as sales management, which is entirely associated with your life skills. As a commerce student, you have to possess adequate knowledge about the fundamental aspects in selling. After graduation, you may either become job creator or job seeker. Whatever may be the situation, students, you may apply the concepts you have learned from this subject practically. To that extent, this subject will confirmly support you people a lot. Yes, students, this is the routine practice I follow in all my classes, that is, creating a common discussion about the contents of syllabus related to the subject. As usual, this subject consists of 5 units. Let me share those contents unit wise. Unit 1, Personal Selling. In this unit, two set of views with reference to salesman and customer are given. In first salesman's point of view, his role, qualities, duties, internal and external dimensions, types of salesman, sales career and rewards associated with the sales career are given. Second, in customer's point of view, types of customers, determination of their needs in terms of perception, attitude, belief, personality, buying situations and decisions are given. Simply, this discussion is made about the role of salesman and customer or buyer in personal selling. Unit 2, Personal Aspects. Actually, this unit subjects to personal aspects of a salesman alone in selling. Simply, self-management techniques covering time, paperwork and telephone management, along with the ethics followed by salesman and his responsibilities. Besides, salesman's expenditure pattern with reference to accounts analysis and his organizing capacity. That is, how can a salesman organize himself in selling activity. Unit 3. This subjects to prospecting and presentation. It can also be meant as sales prospecting and sales presentation. Here you may receive 4 components. First one, prospecting. What is it? Seeking or searching very basic information about new customers or prospects. Second one is pre-approach. What it is? Simple meaning it possesses, students. It directly associates with collecting more and more possible information about the new customers. Third one is approach. It can also be renamed as gaining entry. The same thing is given in our syllabus content. So, gaining entry or otherwise approach. What it is? It means meeting the prospects or new customers directly. Meeting directly. Fourth one is presentation. Here, salesman is supposed to present all the selling points associated with the product or company in front of the prospects. So by this way, you may suppose to learn components. Apart from that, you may grasp methods as well as types associated with these components. Okay? Unit 4, Demonstration and Handling Objections. Here, breakup is made between two items, students. One is demonstration, another one is objections. What is demonstration? It is showmanship. With the help of some proofs, evidences, samples, product models, charts, diagrams, if a salesman presents his selling content towards the customers, that may be referred as a demonstration. So, even a salesman may provide the information about how to handle the product with the customers. Okay. Second one is objections. What it is? It is also one form of opposition made by the customers. For every action there is a reaction. So likewise, for every presentation there may be opposition, no? In that way, the content is discussed here. So here types of objections, strategies to overcome objections are given. Almost we are at the closing ceremony of your syllabus, students. Yes, Unit 5, Closing and Selling Situations. Here, two components you may suppose to learn. First one is closing the sales. Second one is selling situations. Okay. Under closing the sales, salesman may face some sort of difficulties or failures. So closing difficulties, then salesman may follow some methods or strategies even to close the sales. Those things come under the purview of methods to close. In second part, selling situations. Here two classifications again you are going to learn. One is creative retail selling. Second one is creative industrial selling, along with selling at traditional period and selling at trade shows. Okay guys, these are all the sum up I have created about the syllabus of your interesting subject, sales management. Okay, let me shift directly to the concept of personal selling. Students, in personal selling, one point you have to keep in your mind, that is, there may be a or must be a relationship held between two parties. One is seller, another one is buyer or customer. On behalf of seller, salesman represents. So, automatically there is a relationship held between seller and buyer or customer. So, right, students? Next to that, we may go towards the meaning of personal selling. Whenever I initiate my class, I may suppose to provide easy and repetitive conceptual content about the meaning of the particular area. Here I am producing the same thing. So just go through the content. I will make a small discussion. Okay. What is personal selling? It is a method of communication. I hope you people have a very familiar about the concept communication, sharing of information in common. Here sharing of ideas, that is product ideas, held between seller and buyer, that is salesman and buyer. So which make some sort of influence, some sort of inducement in the side of the buyer to buy the product. So it refers to method of communication. Then it is a oral form of presentation. What it is oral form of presentation? By word of mouth, salesman is supposed to pass over his ideas, no? So since the ideas are being transferred from the seller to the buyer through word of mouth, it refers to oral form of presentation. Last, marketing process. For every action, there may be a purpose under selling, no? On the basis of that particular phenomena only it works. So here, buyers are motivated to buy the goods from the seller. So in such a way, seller's activity or salesman's activity influence a lot towards the side of the consumers. So it is a marketing process. So simply, what is personal selling? Remind the concept, students: method of communication, oral form of presentation, and marketing process. Now you can infer the definitions of personal selling here. If you are looking at the first definition, it seems to be very big enough. Students, don't bother about this. I will provide easy learning for you. Let me directly go to the first definition. According to American Marketing Association, AMA, how can personal selling be defined? It is personal or impersonal process. What is personal? There is a direct conversation or transaction held between buyer and seller. What is impersonal? There may be an indirect conversation, indirect transaction held between the buyer and seller, either through the mode of telephone or mobile phone or other internet modes. Okay. What it does? It persuade or motivate prospective buyer to buy a commodity. Why the buyer need to buy commodity? So that only it may be very favorable to the seller. Why it should be favorable to the seller? Because seller can procure or receive commercial significance out of this activity. So these are all the answers. If you are combining together, you will receive the absolute definition. Okay? You please try yourself individually. It will be easy. Okay? Next, second definition. According to W.G. Carter, what is personal selling? It is an attempt. Why this attempt has been produced? In order to induce people to buy goods. That's all. If you are combining these two answers, you will receive the second definition. See students, you are having two definitions. One is standard and order, another one is simple enough. Out of these two definitions, which one is you can find as easy enough, you can choose. Okay? Let me discuss the objectives of personal selling here. What do you mean by objectives? The end means, or otherwise the end result. Towards that only the concern, or otherwise the deeds are carried out. Okay? It can be classified into qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative or intangible, cannot be measured. Quantitative or tangible, which can be measured. In the previous slide, we could see two classifications, no? Quantitative and qualitative, which are expanded here. Let me shift to quantitative objectives, which are countable, calculative enough, and measurable. Getting orders in numbers, meeting sales target in certain percentage, not only for sales target but also for profit and expenditure norms, maintaining number of present and new customers, achieving sales volume, that is number of units sold, reporting in terms of submitting number of reports. Please remember, these are all the objectives in terms of numbers. Let me shift to qualitative objectives, which are not measurable, which cannot be visible, but it can be felt. Okay? To do entire selling job satisfactorily, serving the existing customers, creating new number of customers, converting new customers into long-term customers by having proper relationship with them, integrating or coordinating with the distribution channel members, collecting required information for the concern. Students, please remember, these are all the objectives in terms of actions or activities. Just go through the content and have a proper understanding. Okay students, we are at the concluding part of our discussion. It is the time for sharing certain frequently asked questions. Okay, let me share some questions on the basis of the learned content. First one, meaning. In meaning portion, you may expect what do you mean by personal selling, explain the meaning of personal selling, analyze or examine the concept of personal selling. Likewise, in definition portion, you may expect definitions directly or in the form of indirect, in the form of comments or statements. For example, is personal selling an impersonal process or a personal process? Likewise, in case of objectives, you may receive questions like comparison mode, that is qualitative versus quantitative, significance, need, importance, why do personal selling necessary for a salesman or a seller? Likewise, you may expect. Okay, these are all the gist about the type of questions you may receive in test or exams. So we have a rational attitude for understanding the questions and answering for those questions. Shortly, you have learnt about the allied subject, then syllabi, then unit 1 presentation with reference to personal selling, meaning, definition and objectives. I hope you could receive very clear-cut content of personal selling out of this presentation. By this, I try to wind up my presentation. See you then with the next slide content. Thank you everyone for your patience listening.